Probably one of the most powerful features in Access is the ability to import an Excel spreadsheet and create a table from that. A lot of companies have Excel spreadsheets that are being used as database files, typically because the person who created it didn't know how to use Access. So Access is a database and it handles large amounts of data a little bit better than Excel does. So what we're going to be doing is importing an Excel worksheet into Access and creating a table. So to do that, we need to be in the external data ribbon, which we are. And instead of using the export group, we are now going to be working in the import group. And we are going to be importing an Excel worksheet. So the first thing we have to do is navigate to the worksheet that we want to pull in. So we're going to click on Browse, and we need to navigate to our Access Level 1 Chapter 8 folder. And the file is 8-policies. So we're going to go ahead and open that. And then you'll notice we have some choices. You can import the data into a new table, or if you have an existing table and you want to add the spreadsheet records to the bottom of the table, you can do that too. Finally, you can link the spreadsheet data into Access. If you link, Access doesn't actually have the data. The data is still in Excel, but you can view it in Access. Okay, so 3 very different options. The first option creates a table and pulls in the data, so the data is part of Access. The second option also pulls in the data and puts it at the bottom of an existing table. And the third option lets you see the data, but the data is not really in Access. So what they would like us to do is choose the very first option, which pulls it into a new table. So we're going to click OK. And this is going to start a little import wizard. And typically the first row of a spreadsheet does include the column headings. And you can see that here. And they become field names in an Access table. So that all looks good. So we're going to go ahead and click on Next. Now at this window, it's just allowing you actually to click on each one of these and change the data types. Okay, and so ours are fine, so we're going to go ahead and click on Next. Now the third one is kind of important because Access kind of freaks out if it doesn't have a primary key. So you don't want to let Access add the key unless none of the data is unique. But you can see we have a policy ID here that is unique. So we do not want this wacky ID field. So we are going to select Choose My Own Primary Key, and we want to make sure Policy ID is the one selected because that is a unique field. That should be our key. Then we're going to click on Next. And now we have to indicate what we want the name of our table to be. And so we're going to call the table Policies. And then we're going to click on Finish. And I'm going to close out of that. And you will see that now we do have a Policies table. And we can take a look at it. Okay, and then if we go over to Design View, let me go to Home. Okay, you can see that it made it, the 2 were text fields, and then we have a currency field. And it actually pulled some of that formatting directly from Excel into here. So we're going to go ahead and close.